Hey there, so I really like what you have going here with the Pantone kind of breaking across the photo. Creates a lot of really cool visual interest. A few little things I would tweak here though is maybe make it so it fills up that box a little bit better or is centered. I'd also like to see it in something, if you can't find the Pantone font or somehow place that there, at least use something similar to it. I think that they have created a really big brand for themselves, and when you're working with a company with such a well-known brand, you don't want to distort that in any way. So I would adjust that so it's either at least the same, something similar, so that we like kind of know that you've made an attempt to use that. And I think this one also doesn't do so well breaking across because it's kind of thin, where if it's really bold, it will break that barrier a little bit better. So, few little things layout wise. So, the front cover should be placed at the bottom of the first page, and the back cover should be at the top of the first page upside down. So let me explain, oops, wrong one, a little bit better. So if you're looking at this project sheet, what that front page is here, back cover is there, then the two inside panels. Because what's happening is you're having a piece of cardstock that is folded in half, and then it is going to be placed like on the counter as a little tent. So that front cover's there, the back is there once it's sitting on the table. But when it's flat, which is the way that you're designing it on the computer, it needs to be upside down so that when it's sitting on the table, whether they see it from either direction, they can still read everything. But then they open it up and they see everything inside. So it's a little bit confusing to lay out, but once it's a physical printed thing, it's necessary. The other little detail on here is your bleed isn't going all the way beyond the, so you need to go a little bit further so that when it's cut along that line, you don't get a little tiny white margin. Instead, it's going to go beyond it, and it's going to not have a little white line just in case. Because what happens sometimes is that the printer, when it prints, it doesn't print both sides exactly front to back. I'm sure you've seen that happen. And then when you're trying to cut it out, this one side is a little bit further this way, and then on this side you get a little white margin when you cut it exactly there. So if you have your photos go a little bit beyond the edge on each of them when it's cut out, both sides will still be full bleed. So you need to just pull all of your photos just a little bit beyond the edge. I think your color schemes look really good. They work well, and you have good names on them. But I would adjust a little bit. This example I've been using, see, it has Pantone, and then you put the code and then the name. So you need to have all of those elements there. I'd also adjust a little bit, either have all squares or all circles. I think it's a little confusing to have it both. And this one also probably needs another one so that they're the same. I'm not sure how you want to adjust that, but I think they should both be the same. And then for the back, I think that looks really good. Yeah, I think overall this looks really good. I like the breaking across the, it's a lot of, creates some really cool visual interest. And I think layout wise, they look really good. I also might adjust so that your photos are the exact same size. I'm just getting really nitpicky, I'm sorry. It really does look really good. Okay, Let me know if you have any questions or if you want me to give you any more feedback once you've updated this. Okay, thank you. Bye.